Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Glad that we've all sound checked. I will hereby call the February 19th, 2026 meeting of the ITS Board to order. The first, welcome our guests joining via YouTube. For those joining via YouTube, today's agenda can be viewed via the ITS webpage at www.its.ms.gov by clicking About and then Board Meetings, and then the agenda link next to today's date. If you are attending via live stream, please send an email to meetingminutes@its.ms.gov with your name and the entity you represent for the meeting minutes to reflect your attendance today. And with that, we will dive into agenda item number 1, which is approval of the January minutes. I hope that my fellow board members have had an opportunity to review those, and I would ask for a motion to approve.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve.
I have a motion from Bill and a second from Keith. All in favor, raise your hand and signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. It looks like the minutes are approved. Agenda item number 2, we have Jake Alexander and Tim Watson presenting on behalf of the Mississippi Department of Public Safety.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Today we'll be presenting the recommendation for project number 49390 submitted under the ITS Plan Purchase Procedure by the Mississippi Department of Public Safety. The EPL Plan Purchase Procedure allows an agency/institution to make purchases that exceed the cost limit of an Express Products List EPL. The EPL Plan Purchase Procedure is limited to projects in the agency's current technology plan and equipment or software appearing on the current EPL. An agency using the EPL Plan Purchase Procedure is given authorization up to a specified dollar amount to make the identified procurement of the EPLs without further ITS involvement. For this particular purchase, the EPL is the National Association of State Procurement Officials, NASPO, Value Point Software Value Added Reseller, SFAR, Cooperative, which was the result of the formal competitive solicitation and is in alignment with Mississippi public purchasing law. MDPS wishes to renew its Microsoft Enterprise Agreement. In order to carry out essential business functions, the agency must have ongoing hosting, maintenance, vendor support, and additional productivity software. This agreement includes Windows, Office 365, Microsoft 365, Azure, server licensing, and associated security compliance tools. The staffs of ITS and MDPS jointly recommend the approval of the planned purchase request to purchase Microsoft EA licenses from SHI at a 3-year lifecycle cost of $3,342,927.27 using the NASPO SFAR. With me today to answer any questions you might have is Tim Watson, CIO.
Thank you. Do I have any questions? All right, hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve.
Motion by Bill, second by Tom. All in favor signify by saying aye. Raise your
Aye.
hand. Aye. Okay, I believe it carries. Thank you for your time today and congratulations. All right, agenda item number 3, I guess we have Jake Alexander hanging around and we have Walter Hill presenting on behalf of the Mississippi Department of Employment Security.
Hello again.
Welcome
We'll be
back.
presenting the recommendation for project number 49129-3849 for the continuation of an increase to the agreement with Data Management Association of Brevard, Inc. and the mainframe hosting services and environment upgrade for the Mississippi Department of Employment Security. The Mississippi Department of Employment Security uses COBOL-based business application known as the Financial Accounting Reporting System, FARS, for payroll accounting purposes. In 2017, ITS, on behalf of MDES, issued a letter of configuration number 43163, seeking the services of a qualified vendor to migrate host support and provide a secure environment for the FARS application. The award was subsequently made to Data Management Association of Brevard, Inc., and the contract expired September 30th, 2026. Currently, the FARS application is running on an older IBM mainframe hardware platform using unsupported system software The goal of this request is to upgrade the FAR's application environment to a more modern mainframe, as well as secure an additional 5 years of hosting and support. The staffs of ITS and MDES jointly recommend approval of the continuation of an increase to the agreement with Data Management Association of Brevard, Inc. through September 30th, 2031, in an amount not to exceed $4,608,200 for mainframe hosting services and environment upgrade. For this increase, the revised total not to exceed 14-year lifecycle cost of this project is $11,245,390. With me today to answer any questions you might have is Walter Hilly, Chief System Information Officer, and Tyler Birch, Director of the Office of the Comptroller.
Thank you and welcome. Do I have any questions from the board?
Madam Chairman, I have a couple questions, please.
Please, go ahead, Keith.
Now, help me understand. I got a little confused here reading through these a little bit earlier. You got a replacement plan for this application for the future. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We're working on that. It's just, we put all our eggs in one basket with the Magic Phase 2, and it didn't happen. And so we're on an old unsupported version of COBOL, and we have to get up to a supported version. And we're asking to get the upgrade. And if you look at what the proposal is, the first 2 years, they're giving us like a 5% discount on what they would charge us per month to pay for the upgrade, to keep it supported. But at the same time, we want to have another project going on to look at maybe getting a modernized, some other system and getting off of the mainframe in the future. We just got caught. We just went live with our 20-year vendor that was supporting our other system. We're now in a interesting situation where we're under protest. So the timing's just not right to try to take on this major upgrade at the same time we're dealing with what we're currently doing, where we are in our UI world.
Okay, so do I read in here that your thought is that you could have that done prior to 5 years and you have an out clause to get out of this contract less than 5 years?
Yes, sir. And I made sure Jake, I asked him about that, and we'd have to give him a cancellation notice if we decided we found a better solution going forward. But we do have an out clause. We're not planning on staying on this for 5 years. We just didn't want to do a 1-year extension or whatever in case it took 16 months, 18 months, or 24 months.
Sure.
So we wanted to have an out clause, and Jake said he made sure it was in this contract.
Well, I mean, I agree 100%. I think that's a wise decision on that. I just want to make sure I didn't read the software license agreement, so I don't know what the terms are, but what is the notification of that? And is it any time within the 5 years, or is there a limitation or range?
Well, my understanding is we could do it at any time as long as we give them the proper notice. Now, the software that we have to procure to run it, we have to buy it yearly. So it's either going to be a 12-month or 24-month, but my goal, and Mr. Birch, and he can speak for himself, we're opening up now. We're going to Washington next week. We're going to talk to other states and see what they've done with their financial systems and migrating them off mainframe, because we know this isn't the future, but we just got caught with the timing issue with this.
Sure. Well, I support that, and because I'm sure it's not easy to find COBOL programmers these days.
No, sir. We did chat with ITS to see if they could host it and help us support it, and they could not. We did check around to look at other options also. So
Okay, good.
Locally.
Good. I was thinking about that as well. All right. Well, I'm fine with that. The only other thing I'd say, I'm gonna be Mark Henderson for a second here and say, this contract runs out in next month in March. That's a little bit of a short runway for us, right?
Yes, sir, it is. And we apologize for that. It's just with what we were dealing with our other one, this one just, I'm sorry, it slipped a little bit on my part. I'll take the blame for that one.
Okay. I appreciate that. I agree with you. I think you're doing the right thing. And the sooner you can get off that, probably the better. So
Yes, sir.
good
Yes,
luck
sir.
to you.
Thank you.
I have no other questions.
Is Madam Chair, sort of on Keith's question there with, the contract term, if you have to do the software and it's on 12-month basis, so the only early term liability or termination liability would be the balance of of that annual term. Is that correct? Would there be any other early termination liabilities as far as cost
I
related?
don't, yeah, I don't believe so, Mr. Cook. I mean, they're giving us a discount those first 2 years, kind of
Okay.
an incentive to keep it. But if we canceled it after a year, we might lose a little bit of money on the monthly amount, but it's nothing compared if we find the right solution that we can save, because this is a pricey, running this out of Florida and what we have, it's not an inexpensive, task, but we've got to have it for our cost allocations, our payroll. FARS runs everything for us, and we had put all our eggs in the basket. We were hoping to go with Magic Phase 2 and then migrate over, and it just did not happen. And at the same time, we had to deal with some other entities that we're dealing with right now. So the timing was just not right for this project for us.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Just curious, what's the mainframe operating system you're using? Is it MVS?
When you say operate, we're using an IBM.
Yeah, it's either MVS, VM, or VSE.
It's VSC then.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
All right, any other
Madam
questions?
Chair, I'd
Yes.
make a motion to approve.
I have a motion from Bill, a second from Keith. All in
Yeah.
favor, raise your hand and say aye.
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 Looks like it carries.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you all very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
board, for your questions and you for your answers. Okay, and I guess what has become my signature fashion, I skipped agenda item 2.5, so we will double back just for fun, keeping everyone on their toes. Presenting on behalf of the Mississippi Department of Information Technology Services, we have our own Matthew Livingston and Steve Patterson. Welcome.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
With agenda item number 2.5, project number 49448, submitted under the ITS Plan Purchases Procedure by Mississippi Department of Information Technology Services, ITS. ITS relies on Broadcom CA software to provide ongoing maintenance costs for infrastructure hardware and software for equipment in the state data centers. This includes tape drives, cartridges, and maintenance costs associated with data center system backup. The staff of ITS recommends approval of the planned purchase request to purchase Broadcom CA software from CDW Government LLC, CDWG, at a total 5-year lifecycle cost of $2,994,363.25 using the NASPO Software Value Added Reseller Cooperative. From Information Technology Services, to answer any questions regarding this project is Steve Patterson, Data Services Director.
Good morning, all. Happy to answer any questions.
Hey, Steve. Any questions from the board? All right, hearing none, do I have a motion? Motion from Tom to approve, I assume, and second from Bill. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, very good.
Thank you all.
We will
Thank you.
migrate on. Okay, now to agenda item 3.5. We have Jake Alexander again, Carla Lowry, presenting on behalf of the Mississippi University for Women.
Morning. Today we'll be presenting the recommendation for project number 49298-3692, the continuation of and increase to the agreement with Instructure Inc., the Canvas Learning Management System for the Mississippi University for Women, MUW. In September 2012, ITS issued RFP number 3692 on behalf of the Mississippi Community College Board for the acquisition of a learning management system, LMS, for use throughout the Mississippi community and junior college system. In December 2012, the ITS board approved the selection of Instructure Inc. at lowest and best vendor, responding to RFP number 3692, to provide a hosting LMS known as Canvas. MUW elected to take advantage of this collaboration opportunity and leverage the award to provide MUW with better LMS pricing, which would provide significant cost savings. June 2015, ITS executed an agreement with Instructure Inc. for MUW to purchase 2,571 subscriptions to Canvas LMS and 3 years of hosting, support, and maintenance. Since then, ITS, on behalf of MUW, has renewed the agreement and it expires August 17th, 2026. The staffs of ITS and MUW jointly recommend approval of the continuation of and increase the agreement with Instructure Inc. through August 17th, 2027, in an amount not to exceed $89,176.46 for Canvas Learning Management System. With this increase, the revised total not to exceed 12-year life cycle cost of this project is $1,069,057.30. With me today to answer any questions you might have is Carla Laurie, VP of Operations, and Aaron Brooks, Director of Information Systems.
Thank you, Jake, and welcome, Aaron. Do I have any questions or comments from the board? I'll just say, and this is a statement that I make every time this one comes up, is that I really wish that we could consolidate this across all of our states, colleges and universities. I think everyone, or if not everyone, everyone but one is on Canva and maybe one still left on Blackboard, but we should really take advantage of the scale and negotiate a better rate there. I don't know if that's something that would go through the College Board, but I'd like for ITS to at least explore how we can collaborate on that and get a better deal for the state.
Madam Chair, this is Craig. I'm more than happy to do that. I think you're right that we would help them execute, but the IHL board from a business perspective would give us that direction, and I'm happy to reach out to the commissioner and have that conversation.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say right now, Craig, over the years, we've talked about this particular one specifically, and I think now all of the secondary schools or higher education are using Canvas now, right? Is that?
There's to your point, Keith, and to Krista's, there's more sharing and consolidation than there have been over many years, or at least my time at ITS.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Yeah, I would love to do this. This would be a good example of where a shared contract across the state would be really beneficial and show a good partnership in doing that.
Any
I'll
other?
make a motion to approve unless anybody had anything else.
All right, we have a motion to approve. We have a second from Tom. All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, it carries. Thank you all. Okay, agenda item number 4, Michaela Smith, Mark Allen, and Cheryl Joyner, presenting on behalf of the Mississippi Department of Human Services.
Good morning. Agenda item number 4 is for the recommendation for project number 49398 for the continuation of an increase to the agreement with MigrationWare Limited for MigrationWare Software and Services for the Mississippi Department of Human Services. In 2017, DHS issued RFP number M3PS 2017 to modernize existing COBOL and mainframe applications, utilization management software, and provide maintenance and services. At the time of this procurement process, DHS was exempt from ITS purview per Senate Bill 2179 of the 2016 regular session of the Mississippi Legislature. DHS evaluated and awarded MigrationWare Limited as a successful proposer and thereby executed a purchase agreement for the products for a 3-year period. Senate Bill 2179 was repealed on July 1st, 2019, and the acquisition then fell under the purview of ITS. Since 2021, ITS has renewed the agreement between MDHS and MigrationWare, and it currently expires April 30th, 2026. The staffs of ITS and MDHS jointly recommend approval of the continuation of and increase to the agreement with MigrationWare Limited through April 30th, 2028, in an amount not to exceed $349,309.06 for MigrationWare Software and Services. With this continuation, the revised total 11-year lifecycle cost of this project is $1,208,932.37. With me to answer any questions that you may have are Mark Allen, Chief Information Officer, and Cheryl Joyner, MIS Consultant.
Thank you, and welcome to the other guest.
Thank you.
We have any questions from the board? sounding a little deja vu-ish to a prior agenda item.
Where do you find your COBOL guys, Mark?
Put them out on contract. I've been lucky at most of the ones that I've had, we've had for years.
Yeah.
They have agreed to stick around for a little while.
Yeah, keep them on contract as long as you can.
Yeah, that's about the only way you can get one.
Yeah.
We have a very good group that supports that. So,
How much longer are you going to keep this system, you think?
well, our success project is going well right now. We're still in the green with it. Our SNAP TANF child care piece is set to go live in May of next year. And then our child support piece is scheduled to go live in 2028. We will have to keep the current system, especially on the the child support side, for 18 months after go live, based upon federal regulations. They require an 18-month certification period. So we will have to keep our child support piece up. So there will be a lot of the software that we have migration where I'm not sure it's tied to the METS piece, which is a child support. But so to answer your question, it
Gonna be a while.
2.5 to 5 years.
Yep. Okay. Wow.
Okay,
Madam Chair, I'd make a motion to approve.
motion from Bill to approve.
Yeah, I'll second
From
that.
Keith. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Moving on to agenda item number 5, we have Rashonda Ware, John Morris, and Kim Causey presenting on behalf of the Mississippi Insurance Department.
Good morning. Agenda item number 5 is for project number 49427, requesting approval to negotiate and execute a contract in accordance with Mississippi Code annotated section 25-53-5N to provide a web-based licensing system for the Mississippi Insurance Department. MID is seeking a modernized application with increased functionality and features. In July 2024, ITS, on behalf of MID, issued RFP number 4594 for a web-based licensing system. 2 responses were received, Vertafore Incorporated and National Association of Insurance Commissioners. During the evaluation process, both vendors were rejected in accordance with the terms of the RFP for different reasons. NAIC failed to timely respond to the state's best and final offer, and Vertafore failed to meet the technical gate of 52 out of 65 points. With both bids received in response to RFP number 4594 being rejected, ITS and MID are requesting approval to negotiate and execute a contract in accordance with the ITS's board authority under Mississippi Code annotated section 25-53-5N. Because the ITS procurement handbook does not address the use of this authority, ITS board approval is required. The staffs of ITS and MID jointly recommend approval to negotiate and execute a contract in accordance with Mississippi Code annotated 25-53-5N because the award includes electronic payment processing services. This award will be pending the awarded vendor's agreement to conform to the Mississippi Department of Finance and Administration's administrative rule for payment by credit card, charge card, debit cards, or other forms of electronic payment amounts owed to state agencies or DFA's approval of an alternate payment process as described in the administrative rule. With me to answer any questions from MID are John Morris, IT Director, and Kim Causey, Chief of Staff and General Counsel.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Do you foresee any delays with the processing piece kind of being an unknown and outside your control?
No, we don't.
Any other questions or comments from the board? Do I have a motion? Have a motion from Tom to approve. A second from Bill. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, looks like it carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up, agenda item number 6. I guess this is just an acknowledgement of the information confidentiality officers. Craig, can you fill us in on that?
Yeah, Madam Chair, we do, we, in our code section, we have folks do training and take an oath. And so this is just an acknowledgement by the board that we have accomplished that. We do it, several times a year as we sort of get new folks in. I go down after the training and administer the oath that's in statute. And so we've accomplished that, and we're just putting that in front of y'all.
Okay, thank you. All right, so hereby acknowledged, I guess, by myself and my fellow board members. Agenda item number 7 would be your report, Mr. Executive Director, and our approval.
Yes, Madam Chair. Yes, I'll jump in. Thank you. So you can tell we've been busy with our partner agencies, but let me give the board kind of an overview. We are in the middle of the legislative session. So let me speak at a high level first and give you some details that are occurring. And I want to kind of wrap up my briefing today kind of with this mantra of how we are engaging with our partner agencies to move forward. So we have 5 strategic initiatives in front of the legislature. Of course, our top initiative, as always, is driving enterprise cybersecurity maturity. We're also looking to have conversations about optimizing shared IT services, which, as you can see, as these agenda items happen, we've talked about that concept several times. Those are 2 net new initiatives. Our 3 momentum initiatives are really trying to talk with the legislature about fully leveraging our Cloud Center of Excellence that the legislature passed and our governor signed last April the 17th. We want to speed impact for AI adoption, which I'll chat about briefly. And of course, we want to keep procurement modernization at the top of the fold. So with respect to our Cloud Center of Excellence, in addition to the work we did last summer with our 33 partner agencies that leverage the private cloud, is to really look at what those migrations would look like in and across state government with the passage of the Cloud Center of Excellence. We are wrapping up. In fact, I met yesterday with EY, who's wrapping up the finishing touches on the Cloud Center of Excellence framework for us to put in place with our partner agencies. We have gone to the Capitol to ask for funding to put us in a place where we can help our agencies make this transition, right? We are a heavily premise-based state. Some of our net new enterprise and strategic projects are headed to the cloud, but these migrations will be considerable given how much infrastructure, not just in our own data center, but across state government. So I think those conversations have been good. The things to sort of keep our eye on here are really not just the variety in the portfolio of needing to make assessments of these systems and solutions all across government, getting these migrations done successfully, but then really optimizing, right? Optimizing those solutions in the cloud. And I think we've had a really great year making the appropriate progress there. We are also marrying our AI, our innovation hub with our innovation fund, which were sort of 2 initiatives from last year to sort of speed adoption for impact. Lots of great movement with use cases, sort of really moving the ball forward. So really another great year from a momentum perspective. We worked with our vendor on procurement modernization. We're in front of the legislature for a request for ourselves to invest technically in procurement systems, which I think we have not done adequately enough. We're looking at an AI-powered bot for procurement. We're looking at standing up a help desk and really engaging more with our partner customers, which was part of the promise in our modernization efforts. Our two net new efforts really are talking about cybersecurity and the importance to continue to mature cybersecurity across the state with sort of a whole of government approach and in mind. We have put forward a secure state operations center idea in front of the legislature, not only the code section to do that, but a very, very detailed fiscal note and multi-year plan. The conversations have been very good, and we continue those. On the House side, the bill came out of the Senate to move that forward. And secondly, we're really, and I hope the board appreciates this, we're really looking to have conversations about optimizing shared services. So there are many elements of ITS code sections that really tell us to go do this, but we're really trying to put some of these ideas into legislation, right? So that we can sit down in front of the legislature and more proactively with our partner agencies, figure out what and how we need to share these sort of services to move forward. Ultimately, under the hood, that's going to be a business and a technical architecture for the state. And I think bringing some rigor to that will be valuable. A couple of other points, Madam Chair, that I wanted to close with, and this actually dawned on me in the last couple of days as I was thinking about the board today. So our Cloud Center of Excellence, House Bill 1491, the work we're doing with EY to set up the framework had definitive elements of sitting down with our partner agencies to figure out where we were going together. Our data exchange effort, driven by Senate Bill 2267 last year, helped us to create really a first ever CIO council that we think will live on beyond this project. Our procurement modernization efforts, driven by House Bill 958, we brought together the 30 largest agencies in government to figure out where we need to go together. And lastly, on February the 11th, we hosted a cybersecurity council. 103 total participants, 8 higher ed entities, and 67 agencies participating. And as I was sort of looking at my notes to talk with you all today, it really hit me that I feel like it's important to bring these sort of disparate efforts together and really highlight the engagement with agencies on where we should go collectively. I think that is what I would love to hear is, this is the ITS of the future. This is the organization that we're building to engage with our agencies to help them accomplish their mission. So on those strategic efforts, in addition to our Cyber Council, we're talking to many, many, many dozens of agencies and individuals. And I think the team here thinks that is the right way to move the ball forward. With that, Madam Chair, as always, happy to take questions. There are, of course, lots and lots of things going on. So happy to take any questions about our initiatives at the legislature or any double clicks into what is on our plate.
Thank you for that report. I know that there are a lot of things going on at the legislature, and I'm happy to hear about more communication and collaboration. I know that I'm always on that soapbox, but I think it's great for the agencies to work together as much as they can.
Agreed.
And I'm proud of Mississippi we're somewhat of a leader on the AI front. We've got a lot of AI stuff going on in our state. So kudos to ITS supporting that.
Yeah, well, I think kudos to the Mississippi Artificial Intelligence Network that really has been instrumental in bringing people to the table. And then the team here. I mean, not just, the order that our governor signed, the legislative leadership, Senate Bill 2426, really looking at where AI should go. So I agree with you, Madam Chair. Lots of a really amazing momentum on that front.
I hope they're not siloed. I hope we are, again, all working together and collaborating.
I think we are.
Okay. Anything else from my fellow board members on Mr. Executive Director's report? Okay, then we will verify a quorum for our March meeting. It's slated for Thursday, March 19th. I should be available. Holly, is that a in-person, hybrid, or virtual meeting?
It is slated for virtual, but Madam
Virtual.
Chair, you are more than welcome to make any changes as you guys need.
Does anyone plan to be in Jackson on that day already? Is there anything pulling us into?
Well, I live here, so I'm here often, but I was going to mention that I am planning to travel that day. And so either I will not be able to attend or I will have to do it remote, probably while I'm on the road. And
Okay.
if I leave later, then I'll do it remote here from my house.
Okay, thank you, Keith. So we'll note that.
Yeah, I'll probably be in Jackson the day before, but it doesn't matter either way.
Okay.
I'm flexible.
All right, well, we'll get with Mark. Holly, we'll set it, leave it as virtual for now. And I think we verified a quorum that the four of us or three and a half of us are available. And we'll get with Mark and verify. And then if we decide to do it in person, or if Tom and I want to pop in, we'll make it hybrid.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And just so you know, the April meeting was slated on the schedule for in person.
Yeah, and the puppies will be available.
No, sir, Mr. Wicker.
The what?
The puppies that showed up here on the farm. You want one?
Oh, no, I'm overrun with rescue dogs here, but thank you for the generous offer. And thank you for taking care of the puppies that showed up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, I think we have concluded our agenda unless I have missed something else, which would be no surprise to any of us. Have I missed anything, Craig or Holly?
No, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you all. Great job, team. And thank you, board members, for your support and participation. And look forward to seeing you all in a month.
Yep.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Recording stopped.